Hey guys. Let's see here. Alright. Looks like we're back. If you can imagine, we'll let people join back in. I'm not going to tweet about it. So, you know, if you guys leave, that's fine. I don't care. We're just hanging out. Sitting on my mic connection. Hold on. If you guys can believe it, that wasn't AT&T's fault. That wasn't a kernel panic on the MacBook. OBS decided to freeze. We got the good old not responding frozen application on OBS. So maybe today's stream just wasn't meant to be, and maybe I'm just forcing it where it shouldn't be. But you know what? I really do still want to talk to you guys. That's the thing. All right, so it looks like we have Graham back in the chat. Hello, Graham. Welcome. To continue on here, let's see. I don't know. We'll see. If anyone joins back in, we'll keep going, but I don't know. Yeah, so someone asked if I was living out of my car. I am at the moment. Living out of the back of my SUV. Seems to be going pretty good. It's not comfortable. Not as comfortable as a hotel, but the commute is dang convenient because I am parking on the beach, which is like 1,000 feet away from the launch site. So anyway, that's pretty cool. Also means that I don't have to get up super early to get those sunrise shots, which is awesome. And it's just super like peaceful. The ocean's right next to me with Starship in front of me. Like, it's perfect. Yeah, so Graham, it looks like Graham might be the only person here. So thank you for joining, Graham. It does say 2 people are watching. Oh, maybe that other person is me, huh? Wonders how that works, huh? Let's see. I'm trying to think of a way to publicize this a little bit, but like, I don't know. I don't wanna get, like, the idea here is not to have like every single person here from Twitter. But I did want to talk with you guys, and it doesn't look like it's working. So anyway, Graham, it's just you and me. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you hanging out here. Sorry that this has been so choppy and so terrible, and I probably filled up your whole sub. Oh, Julian's here. Okay. If we get like, let's say quorum is like 5 people. If we get 5 people here before I sign out, we'll keep going for the rest of the full hour because we only got like 30 minutes in there. Looks like Nathan is also back. Hello, Nathan. If you guys want to reach out to whoever else you saw in the chat, if you have phone numbers or DMs or whatever, we are going at it. I don't want to tweet about it because, again, I don't want to bring in like everybody on Twitter because I do want to talk to just you guys tonight, and not literally everyone. After this, I think I'm going to try. We'll see how technology works, but I was going to try doing like a Twitter live thing on Twitter. But anywho. Nathan says, this out of context compilation is coming along well. I know, this is... It's like so much fun to be down here, but like everything's 10 times harder than it should be, right? Like, instead of just having good internet, like free Wi-Fi type situation, it's like, no, you gotta use cellular. It's like, all right, I'll use cellular. Well, my cellular plan, which was unlimited in all regards, it doesn't work. Okay. So I have to go to AT&T. It's like, all right, I'll pay $100, basically over $100 a month for AT&T. It's like, okay, but it only works in like 3 spots. It's like, really? Like, okay, fine, we're making it work. You know, it's just all of this terribleness. It's just really cool to be here, though. Like, I am so glad that I took the time, energy, you know, money, all that fun stuff to come down here and live on the beach. I've always said I wanted to live in a tiny home down by the river. And Landon, appreciate you coming back, man. I said quorum of like 5 people, so I think we're getting there. Yeah. Basically, today's live streaming is just messed up 6 ways to Sunday. And someone's whistling in the background. No, I have all the equipment. Like, you guys know, I know how to do a good live stream in my studio. Like, we have it all set up. And I even tested this all out on the go with Visible's hotspot a while ago, and it all worked out just fine. But here I got the dust on the ground, AT&T being finicky, my computer having bugs. Maybe that's what we need to talk about. You know how I said that macOS Monterey was like really stable? Yeah, the first beta was amazing. Every beta after that has been garbage, hot garbage. I don't know what Apple did, but the very first beta, I never had a single downtime crash. That's like where it stopped me from doing work. I had to stop work. I think Final Cut force quit on me once, and like I got one watchdog panic, but I've gotten that on all the M1 computers after, you know, every week or so. But like that was the only bug that I'd ever seen on the first beta. And like this third beta, I think is what I'm on. Safari barely works. OBS freezes up. It's like I should just learn my lesson. Just get the first beta and then just stick with it, because whatever bugs you got with are going to be better than what you got. All right, yeah. So Landon, sorry we keep starting and stopping this. I'm going to fill your whole sub box up by the end of the evening with a ton of Ansuini Live is live for 3 minutes. Feel free to unsubscribe after that. Nathan says, what does the tower do? Very good question, Nathan. That tower that I showed you guys in the last live stream, which was, you know, a whole 20 minutes ago, that tower is the kind of launch support tower. It's called the Orbital Launch Tower. It is 320 feet tall. It is capable of catching that booster behind me, and that booster is over 200 feet tall. So that's big. It's going to catch it out of midair. So that booster is going to come in and hover, but instead of hover and land like a Falcon 9 does, it's literally just going to hover and likely fly closer towards these big catching arms that they've been building, and it's been fun to watch them build them. And then that tower is going to catch the booster and then drop it gently. And that's pretty cool engineering feat that's literally never been done before, and we'll see if they can do it. Other than that, it's going to allow crew access and propellant loading. So it's going to have plumbing and an elevator. That's a fancy way to say plumbing and an elevator. So yeah, that's basically what that tower does. It will catch it, is the cool thing. You showed what it was, never said what it does. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Nathan. I did explain that. Alpha, welcome to the chat. Hello, Alpha. No question of the week this week. This has been a monologue chat. We have not had an Ansuini Live in like almost 2 weeks now. I know we're a day early here, but it's coming up on 2 weeks without having an Ansuini Live. A ton of stuff to talk about. Obviously, I'm here in Starbase right now. Elon responded to me on Twitter. Life's been kind of shaken up and crazied over, so I need to talk to you guys and just hang out for about an hour here. We're on like the jankiest setup ever, evidently. We're using all the same hardware that we used to, except AT&T, and this is I believe this is the 4th stream that we've done. So yeah. Graham says, question of the week, when's next stream gonna break next? Knock on some wood, bud. I don't have any wood near me. I just got dirt and metal, and we'll see what that thing is. Ooh, a skid steer. That's rumbly and pretty loud. Am I clipping? Am I clipping when I'm just talking? It looks like I might be clipping. No, negative 4. Yeah. Can you guys see I got a sunburn? That looks pretty terrible, huh? Oh boy. You know, you give up a lot of stuff coming down Starbase, and easy life is one of them. Landon says, I've done live streams with reliable internet and still have so many problems with all the time. Live streaming is hard. I know. But I had it down to such a science, and that's the annoying thing. Like, if I was new to live streaming, and, like, I would not know the difference. But, like, I don't know what's going on today. Maybe I just wasn't supposed to live stream. Maybe I'm missing out on something down there. But I just still wanted to talk to you guys and just hang out. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just so mechanical at home. Like, I got my cube hooked up to my camera, hooked up to my mics, hooked up to the internet. And it's just, like, 2 buttons to go live at home. And here, it's just, like, issues, which I'm on location, so what was I expecting? Yeah, my next apartment, though, definitely, my first apartment is definitely going to have studio space, so we'll hopefully have a little bit better podcasting and live streaming setup whenever I do get more established down here. Nathan says, I'm not clipping. Good. Just with that skid steer going by, it kind of looked like I had clipped at some point, but I guess not. Maybe the limiter is working. Some sci-fi insanity totally is everything SpaceX does. Julian's in the chat and says, hello, Alpha. Hello. Got a new toy. It's an AirTag. Ooh, Alpha, you got an AirTag. That's cool. Have you used it yet? Have you actually lost anything? Do you normally lose things? Tell me about that. Is it hot there? Ha. Julian. Nah, it's polar ice caps cold. Well, I guess those have melted, so yeah, it's polar ice caps hot. Literally every single day this week, it's at least been 88, probably up into the low 90s. You can Google it, but that number is very deceptive because the humidity level adds like 20 degrees to that. So if you look up the dark sky feels like temperature, it's always in the 105 to 110 range. Today, I think it was in the 105-ish range. It was hot. It was not unbearable. We did have some clouds come by, which definitely helps. But yeah, it is North Mexico. Like, so I'm sitting right now about a half a mile away from the Mexican border. So it is like literally North Mexico. Yeah. So it is definitely hot. Nathan says, can you still get texts like normal when your whole eSIM fiasco you talked about in the text? Dude, I have been so messed up. I don't know what text I'm missing from what people. Like, it's been an utter mess. Like, I was trying to get in contact with my mom for a while, and like I legit had to send her an email with my new phone number and ask her to call me. That's how bad it was, because I had set up her phone to ignore unknown callers or whatever, and so whenever I tried to call her with my new phone number that works right here, it's great. But then the problem is if I'm here, I don't get any SMS texts or sometimes iMessages from my old phone number, because the old phone number doesn't have any service here. But then when I go back to town, it'll fill up with like some texts, and then some people will still be like, hey, did you get my message? I'm like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's a huge mess. So anyway, basically, no, I haven't been in good contact with anyone. And then even if I did, I'm running around like 8 hours of the day just like taking